That's not it. That's not it. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, we're live. Oh well. Hey, it ain't scripted. I don't know why I did that. That's crazy. I didn't touch it. I didn't even touch sports talk about whatever. Well, again, man, we under everything is real here in the field. We're on wrestling fans to oh man, that threw me off. Talk to and wrestling, and tonight we're going to talk about two main characters in professional wrestling. We're going to talk about the heel and the babyface, man. We're going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about the most impactful babyface and heel turns in pro wrestling history. And so we're about to do it right here, right now on Talk to 'em Wrestling. And let me play the right one. I need some pyro for that music. Come on, some pyro like Edge. I never say that I will drop to my knees when hope allow. Yo, Edge got that fire music, bro.
One of the best baby faces and heels around.
Oh my God, bro. Edge music off the chain, bro. Yeah. Honest day. That's over. Hey, Ed's got that fire music. Fire.
Hey, bro, he owned the copyright to it, so why not?
Word. That's on fire. He come out there, boy. That's on hidden, boy. Well, we thank you guys for stopping by and watching another episode of Talk to 'em Wrestling tonight, man. Here we have some of the best wrestling discussions from some of the biggest wrestling fans out here today. And please allow me to introduce PCW CEO himself. You can catch Philly G over on YouTube, man. PCW. That is Philly Championship Wrestling, man. You go to YouTube and type in PCW. You will find Philly Championship Wrestling there. And when you do, hit that subscribe button for the man right here. He is Philadelphia's favorite son himself. He is a Philly G.
Yes, sir. I forgot to change my name, but yeah, C Nation G tonight. But yes, PCW on YouTube. You can catch us every Wednesday and Saturday.
There you go, baby.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, man, DCW, one of the CEOs of DCW, that is Dynamic Championship Wrestling. You can also catch Young Mark over on YouTube as well, man. When you do, hit that subscribe button. Type in DCW in that search bar. You're going to see Young Mark right there. Hit that subscribe button for that man right there, too. He is a wrestling archive. He is the very first Real to Sports Wrestling Trivia Champion. He is the very talented, the very heelish, Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, everybody? I bring you greetings and tidings from Dynamic Championship Wrestling. Happy to be here. Let's talk some wrestling, fellas. It's been a while.
Get it, baby. I know it's been a minute. It's been a while. Been
The
a
last
while,
time we talked
man.
wrestling, I think Eric Bischoff was still running WCW.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh no,
Holy
my
hell.
bad, my bad. The last time we were talking wrestling on here, Magnum TA was still the NWA US champion.
Whoa again. Jesus, teenager. Jesus. Oh,
Yeah.
holy moly. Holy moly, 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 moly. Dynamic. He said, Philly G said dynamic is full. So I got
That's our motto.
PCW. I know it. I like that. It's catchy. It's catchy and ballsy. I got DCW and I got PCW in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I got Philly G. I got Young Mar. I got two great professional wrestling minds that you guys are going to hear from tonight. So let's start this thing off, man. I've been in social media, man, and I've been seeing subjects saying the biggest babyface turn in history and the biggest heel turn. So I said, why not? Let's do a talk to him episode and let's get down to the nitty gritty of this, because you can go all kind of avenues in this right here. You can go all kind of avenues, and nobody's right, nobody's wrong. But but to give people, those of you guys that's watching out there, and some people don't even know, probably just watching the show for football, but not football tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking wrestling. We're going to talk about babyface. Babyface, ladies and gentlemen, is a kind of slang code name in professional wrestling. Let me tell you what it is. A babyface, a heroic good guy, a good doer, or a fan favorite wrestler, booked by a promotion with the aim of being cheered by friends. They are portrayed as heroes relative to the heel wrestlers who are just villains. I can't pronounce the word. Traditionally, face characters wrestle within the rules and avoid cheating while behaving positively towards the referee and the audience. Such characters are also referred to as blue eyes in British wrestling and lucha libre. Not everything a face wrestler does must be heroic. Faces need only to be clapped or cheered by the audience to be effective characters. But to skip all that, that's what a baby face is. So now, Philly G and Mark, we're gonna go heels. We're gonna say that. We're gonna say the best for last. But let's talk about, in you guys' opinion, what is the biggest or one of the biggest babyface turns that you guys have witnessed as wrestling fans? Let's start off with PCW, Philly Championship Wrestling with Philly G.
If I'm being honest with myself, I've seen a lot over the years, but I'm gonna go recently. Roman Reigns.
Ooh, babyface?
Yeah, a
Okay.
babyface Roman. Like
Okay.
him turning babyface was like, it was expected, of course.
Okay.
But we didn't see that coming still, because we didn't know if he was gonna stand with Cody or if he was gonna stand with his family. When he turned on his family, that was the biggest babyface to me. Like outside of that, I would have to say John Cena, and he was very impactful because people forget the whole Thugonomics gimmick was actually not a face; it was a heel gimmick.
That's very true.
And he ended up being a face for years to come in the PG era, where he has thrived and gotten the kids involved, and the grown-ups hating him. The whole Cena sucks, let's go Cena, but he's still to this day is loved by everybody. So that's the biggest baby faces or baby face turn that I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
That I can think of.
Oh, you're gonna think of some more in a minute. I already know. I'm gonna come right on back to you because I know you're gonna think of some more. There's some more up in the head. I know it.
Probably Big Show.
Oh
God.
turns this dude.
Go ahead and end the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, for real. That dude got more turns to the doorknob. Holy smoke. Oh boy. Well, Mark, give me your biggest babyface turn or turns that you've witnessed in professional wrestling.
It has to be one that I witnessed, huh?
It don't have to be. Whatever your opinion is.
Okay. Because when I think about the biggest babyface turn in history, there are two that come to mind. One just simply for the execution of it, and then the other one just for like the emotional uh impact that it had on people. Um, in terms of the execution, and it's low key one of my favorites because of the wrestling match that preceded it was easily, in my opinion, top three, top five wrestling matches of all time, depending on who you ask. But when they turned Stone Cold Steve Austin from a heel to a babyface
Mhm.
over the course of his submission match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13, that was unreal. Like here he was,
Yep.
the antithesis to what a traditional babyface is in wrestling,
I agree.
especially in the WWE, where just a few years ago you had the jacked up Hulk Hogan telling you to say your prayers and eat your vitamins and all that good stuff and always doing the right thing. And then here comes Stone Cold, who's the exact opposite of all that. This dude is cussing people out, drinking beer,
Yeah.
throwing up the middle finger, like the exact opposite of what Hulk Hogan was. Yet throughout the course of that match and by the end of it, he was garnering sympathy from the audience. Like the audience was
True.
cheering him, and he
True.
went on to become one of the biggest baby faces in wrestling history, leading the company through the Attitude Era. So, in terms of execution, give it to Austin all day. But emotionally, and I know host probably saw this live, and I hate that he got to see it live. But you remember at WrestleMania when Ultimate Warrior had a match with Macho Man, and the Macho Man
I
lost, he had to retire.
was.
And
I watched
up
it.
until that match, Macho was a heel. And then after the match, he loses. He starts to get beat up on. Sensational Sherry starts to beat up on him. And coming out to make the save was his longtime manager and valet, Miss Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Yeah.
And when him and Miss Elizabeth embraced in the ring, bro, they wanted to dry out in the house because
Yeah.
that couple really meant a lot
Yeah.
to
That
the world of pro
storyline was very
wrestling.
good.
It
She was
was.
one of the greatest managers of all time. Like she didn't really have to say nothing or do anything. She was just there and people loved her. So
She was just
seeing
beautiful. She was
them,
beautiful. She was
oh yeah,
beautiful.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
seeing
Very
them two
beautiful.
get reunited like that and share that moment in the ring, yeah, that's probably my favorite babyface turn of all time. It hits you right in the feels.
I agree with you, Mark. That was emotion. That was as you see all the girls and stuff crying but
Yeah,
believe it or not, Bruce Pritchard did that. Bruce Pritchard wrote
yeah.
that. Bruce Pritchard did
Mm.
that. That's it's good, man. Like he captured that's what pro wrestling is about. And everybody say, pro wrestling is fake. But moments like that, you feel it for real. You feel it, man, because those guys put so much into those characters, and
Like
that's
Daniel
where you
Bryan
have.
winning at WrestleMania.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Long-term booking. That's what long-term booking, bro, makes it build up to have moments like Mark just said. I agree with that. That was hot. That was hot. I got three though.
All
I
right.
got three. Because I just couldn't do it. Mark took one of them because Stone Cold, the Bret Hart I Quit match, submission match. Ken
Yeah.
Shamrock was the special referee.
Yep.
That was Mania 13.
Yep.
That was right before. No, you had the street fight afterwards. The Nation versus Legion of Doom, I believe. But anyway, that was a great match and that was a great feud between Stone Cold and Bret Hart. Great, man. Even their match at Survivor Series '96 was just off the chain. But I agree with Mark on that. Was one of them. Two, and I tell y'all, I mean, it's a little different with me. I remember it happened like yesterday. WCW.
Great.
It was Diamond Dallas Page, man. When he put that diamond cutter on Scott Hall, oh my God, because they thought that was 97. And that's when the NWO thought that they had Diamond Dallas Page. They thought that he was in. And he gave Scott Hall a diamond cutter and gnashed it though. And he turned around and DDP ran and he was up in the DDP was up in the crowd with this right here. That day turned DDP into one of the biggest baby faces in WCW. That was major for Diamond Dallas Page, bro. and he was like the people's. It was calling him the people's champ over in WCW. But that right there, that was a big moment. And the other big moment is Hogan. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 18, Icon versus Icon against The Rock. Now, Hogan came in as the heel.
Yep.
He came in as the heel, but some way, somehow, Toronto got nostalgia moment, and all of a sudden, everybody was just going crazy for Hogan. Every punch, every kick, they was screaming for Hogan. If you guys remember, you go back and watch that match between Hogan and Rock, just the standoff. The standoff, bro. You can
The
feel the
energy was
excitement in it.
ridiculous.
Yes, it was crazy, bro. Like, just the standoff. And I believe Rock said that was organic, how they both looked to it like this, and they both looked. That was organic. That was organic, bro. That was such a good feeling. And Hogan, that night, became a babyface. And that he dropped the black and white, went back red and yellow, and it took him all the way to an undisputed title. Remember that, right?
Yeah,
It took him all the way.
yeah.
It took first he beat Vince McMahon in Mania 19, and then he came and then he won the undisputed title, I believe, against Triple H.
Yep.
Wow. That was to me the three of the biggest, and it's more. But those right there, those moments right there was the turning. It all had to do with professional wrestling and turning things around and turning the dynamic of wrestling. Because here it is, you got an aging 1980, like Mark said, say your prayers, eat your vitamins guy who fizzled out from the 80s and to the early 90s. He fizzled out. He went to WCW with the same gimmick, and then it kind of fizzled out there too. But then he changed professional. We'll get that one. And he changed professional wrestling. Then he changed it back. See what I'm saying? His change. Say what you want about Hogan, and yeah, he's a piece of shit. I get it. But the thing is, he was very professional wrestling, bro. He is. I'm telling you, he is between Bruno, Flair, Botwinkle. Yeah. Botwinkle and Hogan. You got to put him up there. Dusty. Got to put Dusty there. But yeah, Hogan's up there, bro. Hogan, he changed a lot, man. So those are my big three right there. Philly G, I know you got one more.
I do, but I'm trying to pick a moment because it's two of them that came to mind. If y'all remember, Daniel Bryan was in the Wyatt family, not by his own decision.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
But he did some heelish things where
did.
The crowd was not feeling it. But when he got, may God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt, got Bray Wyatt locked in that cage and he hit that running knee, that was a face turn. The crowd went crazy.
2014 against the Usos. I remember it. Against the
Randy
Usos.
again. Yeah, on wasn't that Monday Night Raw?
It was Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Randy did it on SmackDown against the same person by burning the house. Was it Abigail's house or something like that? Or
it was something.
Yeah. He turned on Randy. People were popping for that and going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'm trying to think of Mark Henry when he turned face. But I can't think. I can only see the heel though. I know we're talking about baby faces first, but I'm like, I think it's like, can I say that real quick, Coach? I know we're talking about baby faces, bro, but it's hard as hell to get it out of my head, bro. And I think Mark knows what I'm talking about too. When Mark Henry cut that promo at Night of Champions, don't cheer. I'm not sharing this with none of you. That was a great heelish moment because I think he was a heel going into that match, I think, or he was a baby. I don't remember. But my point is, yeah, that was a heel moment, but I can't think of Mark Henry's face moment. Of course, Paul White, also known as Big Show, had multiple moments. I want to say Cody Rhodes was another one when he came out of that damn Stardust gimmick at the end. Tag team with his brother doing a moonsault off the cell. And then along his career went. Um, Jay Uso is another one. When you think recently, Jay Uso,
Hmm.
you out the bloodline, and I'm
Yeah,
out too. Super
yeah,
kick,
I agree.
beautiful.
Jay, yeah, I
Like,
believe Jay Uso definitely. Man, look at his
damn,
entrance. He don't even have to wrestle. Look at his entrance.
no,
Yeah,
man,
he's
like
OD over.
Oh my,
he's over.
mega over, mega, mega. That entrance. It's probably like the best about one of the best of all time.
It's just so
One-
many.
Oh my God,
Bianca was another one because she was a
who's that?
heel in NXT. People forget that.
This is off
Yeah.
subject, but who cares? Who got the best entrance ever to y'all? Ever,
Oh, ever,
ever.
ever,
I got one right now, boy. Whoa, I love it. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I,
bro.
w- I wish I could play it, but Triple H will
I,
get me.
I'm gonna let Mark go first because there's so many that just came to my goddamn mind. There's
You
many
want me
that
to
are
go
going
first?
Yeah.
now.
I go
Y'all
Yeah,
can
first.
go
go
ahead. Go
first.
ahead, host.
I go for my favorite entrance of all time, bro. Is Batista.
Okay.
Batista come up, Batista boy, he come out there. Love it, bro. Love it. I get goosebumps now, bro. That walk alone. I'm sick of all these people talking
So,
out their heads.
it's a
I
banger, bro.
never understood a damn thing that they said. What? Get out of here. Come on, Mark. Get out of here. Man, yo, that junk get, boy, what? Yo, Batista had the best. With the
And
pyro?
I said,
He
I
shouldn't
gotta
have.
be honest. I
I
gotta be
walk
real
for
with you.
miles
Look,
inside this
legit.
pit of
You
danger.
said
Look.
Batista,
Look at
and you're in the right
it.
ballpark. But the
Yeah.
greatest entrance of all time, in my humble opinion, you gotta give it to the Undertaker, man. As soon as
Oh,
that
yeah.
gong
Okay.
go and then the
I got
lights
you.
go out, that's like literally one of the most iconic entrance sequences of all time. Even if you don't know
Yeah.
wrestling,
Yeah.
you hear that bell, you know who it is.
Yeah. That's true. It's iconic. That's
The
iconic.
presentation, light work, like, all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you on that.
I want to
To
say
me, him and
Undertaker,
Shawn Michaels. Him and Shawn Michaels. Go ahead, Philly G.
but no, I wanted to say Undertaker,
Oh yeah,
but
take us
I'm gonna be
all
honest,
day.
I'm not gonna go Taker though. It's something that gets me every time, like goosebumps when I hear that. Yes, the man
Oh yeah.
with the rock
Oh
is
yeah.
cooking.
Again,
Yo,
it's all
it's
kind of avenues you can go down. It's all
all
kind of
about
avenues you can
goosebumps,
go.
bro. Whether I love him, whether I like it or don't like it, the rock makes me pop. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
but Philly G,
Like,
which version though? You like the 2000 version of his song,
ooh,
or you want the 2002, or do you like it's cooking that one, his heel one?
the
Which
one
one?
where it got the like, he's like, if you smell, then it's the
With the
beat. What
Rock?
the rock is
Oh yeah, that's
cooking.
the 2000.
Dun,
That's
dun,
yeah.
dun,
I
dun.
like
I
heel
like
rock. I
that
like
one,
heel
bro.
rock better. I like heel
I mean,
rock.
even the final boss joint that he got now, kind
Oh
of,
yeah,
you know,
that shit
deep
bad.
down, of course, I don't show it, but deep down, because he's a heel, deep down, I like it. But
Yeah, shit
it's
bad.
just, um, but dude, I wanted to say Taker or Triple H or
Yeah, Triple H. Yeah, I like Triple H's too. It's pumped.
screw it, I'm gonna go with it. I would say even Randy's on that list.
Yeah,
It's
it's
something
all
about
it's all
it.
kind of avenues, bro. It's all kind of avenues you can go down.
Hey, I
All
Yeah.
kind.
know I if I know Philly G the way I know him, that night on Raw when they announced, like when Justin Roberts announced, and please welcome the special host of WrestleMania 27,
Oh
and
my
the
God, bro.
lights went out, and then that music
Bruh.
hit, son. That was the loudest pop I've ever given in my entire life as a
I'm
wrestling
getting
fan, even
goosebumps
more than
now,
Rob Van
bro,
Dam
talking about
when he won
that.
the title, bro. That when
Like,
that song hit and he came
It's
out
a
there,
one of a
bro.
kind. Yeah, I like Robbie. I like Rob Van Dam's music.
bruh.
Makes you believe I'm one of a kind. Yeah, like yeah, that's a
That night was so
And
mysterious, man.
when the Rock's music hit,
yeah,
like
that's gonna hit. One of a
I like
kind.
I think Royal Rumble is another one we got to look at as far as like pops and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me on this, host, but Santino Morella was another one, another song, another theme that
Santino
made me pop,
Morella.
bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's something about that song,
Yeah, I
bro. And
got
then
you.
when
I
that
got
beat
you.
hit, but nah, him, like we said, Robin and Damn, like it's just so many though. It's so many. And like you said, you can't go wrong. I mean, before the show, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about a bunch
Yeah.
of wrestlers. Like Mick Foley's on that list too.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just something about that car crash, man. And then you hear the
Mm-hmm.
music drop.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold's another one. I would say Ultimate Warrior. Shout out to my
Oh,
brother. He's a big Warrior fan.
okay.
But
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior's music would hit. And I
Doom,
saw how
doom,
y'all would pop
doom,
back in the
doom.
day.
Doom,
hmm
doom, doom, doom. Yeah, he just run. Yeah, he just runs.
Like we sat up here and talked about Batista, but we forget who
Psycho
was
Sid, Psycho Sid with the
yes.
horror music.
May
That was
rest in
Jim.
peace.
All this was Jim Johnson, man. All of it.
Remember Heath
All of
Ledger?
it.
Or Heath Ledger. I
Was
said
that
Heath
some
Ledger.
more man,
Heath Slater.
baby?
I
The
got
Oh
fact
one
that the
yeah,
more.
fact that host still knew what you were saying though.
You're
yeah.
right. I got one more
Some
though.
more man, baby. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Bro, when that shit
Yeah, it's definitely.
it's over.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
yeah, we're coming down.
Yeah,
Yo,
Yeah.
best tag
bro.
team entrance ever. I don't care about
Oh my
babyface.
god.
Yep,
Best
yep.
handshake. Everything, bro.
But you see
Everything.
that really makes a heel
hmm
and a baby face. It's part of the ingredients to make that superstar is to have that interest because we had heels, great heels, man, that had good interests. So you didn't
Vince
like
McMahon.
him, but you like he had cool music. You know what I'm saying? Like he had cool music, like Triple H.
Vince McMahon.
Everybody hated Triple H, but
Especially JR.
yeah, oh god, yeah,
That
yeah, he
son
couldn't
of a
stand him.
bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He gave him the name Cerebral Assassin. Everybody hated Triple H, but they know when they hear that
Motorhead.
Motorhead coming, you already
May
know.
Lemmy rest in peace, bro.
Exactly. You
Rest in
already
peace,
know.
Lemmy.
It was cool though. Same way with
Bro.
CM Punk when he had
Yes.
Live in Color. When he was he
So
was
look,
healed with Paul Heyman.
I'm gonna be real. I'm happy that you mentioned CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I love the song by Living Color. Don't get me wrong, guys. But it's something about that other one by Kill Switch.
The first one?
Even through my this
Oh yeah,
fire
yeah, that's not.
burns.
Yeah. When
It's
he come
something
out, yeah,
about it. When I hear that shit, I
yeah,
start
with
doing this and
yeah,
start
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's when he was world
boy.
champion. Yeah, that
Yes,
was
I
a
Let's
remember
cool.
let's
him having
not talk
a
about that period, please.
Yeah, that's kind of stinks in that.
let's talk about
No,
before that
because
when he had the money
yo,
in the bank walking around and shit.
yeah,
that leads into the second question of the night.
let's go. Let's go to it. But
Oh,
Mark,
that'll bring
thank
back
you
some
there, Mark.
memories.
So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk.
Damn it, Philly G.
So let's talk about this right here. This is probably going to take majority of our time, but now
Oh,
we talked about the baby face turn, because like I said, these turns are pivotal in wrestling history. From so forth to so on. Like they are very, very pivotal. So we talked about the babyface turn. I said Diamond Dallas Page, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18. Even Philly G mentioned Daniel Bryan. Those 3 weeks he was in the Wyatt family, but he had the biggest, and I mean biggest pops in Raw history besides Stone Cold. With that was the biggest yes movement you ever seen in your life.
Because
That
everybody around
was
the world was doing it too.
everybody was doing it. So, and Daniel Bryan, man, he was the hottest baby face. I mean, hottest baby face at the time. But now let's talk about Mark. Mark's world, the world of a heel. The
Because we went from
heel.
my world, now we're in his world.
A heel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what a heel is, and out there for layman's terms, in professional wrestling, a heel turn refers to a dramatic shift in a wrestler's character, transforming them from a hero or face to a villain or heel. This moment is often characterized by betrayal or shocking act that aligns the wrestler with villainous traits, fundamentally altering their role and relationships within the professional wrestling narrative. Heel turns are key elements in wrestling storylines, creating new rivalries, altering alliances, and evoking strong emotional responses from the audience. So that's what a heel. I froze for a little bit. A heel. That's what turn is.
You
Ah,
got black
can y'all hear
screen,
me?
buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
hear
can
you.
hear you clear. It's just that we can't see you.
He's John Cena.
Yeah, I gotta get this.
Right. Like
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
you do the you can't see me. I saw you.
I don't remember the last time I had internet problems. Oh, what's going on here?
You got that spectrum.
What's going on here? No. Yeah, but anyway, that is what a heel turn is. So, um, Mark, let's go to Mark, the heel of all heels. Mark, I already know. Give me your biggest heel turn or heel turns in professional wrestling history.
Okay, so I have three of them, and I'll count them down to my favorite one of all time. Uh, the third one, and I was having such a good day until Fully G reminded me of this moment. But oh my God, I'll never forget it. Extreme Rules 2009. Jeff Hardy had just
Can
won the
y'all hear
World
me?
Heavyweight Championship from Edge. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we hear you. Uh,
Okay,
Jeff Hardy had
I'm
just
just
won the World
froze.
Heavyweight Championship, and then all of a sudden I hear Kill Switch engaged, and out comes CM Punk, and
Money
the
in the
little
bank, baby.
Punk cashed in Money in the Bank on the beloved Jeff Hardy. And this is before I had smartened up to the business, so I had no idea what was going on. I swear to God, it was like literally somebody had just swift kicked me below the belt. I was devastated when that moment happened. So number three for me was Extreme Rules 2009 when Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy to become the World Heavyweight Champion. I hated Punk for years because of that shit, man. And then he ran Jeff Hardy out of the company too. Oh,
Okay.
I wanted to fight him in 2009, bro. My soul. Um, my second favorite one of all time, and this just happened recently, and I give all the credit in the world to whoever wrote it because it was you want to talk about long-term storytelling. When Mariah May turned on Timeless Tony Storm
Mm-hmm.
and beat the holy you know what out of her with that shoe,
She did.
yo, I was shook
I
She
didn't even
because
see that.
busted
leading
her
up
open.
to it, they kind of teased like it was gonna be
Froze.
Tony turning on Mariah because of all the things Mariah was doing. But no, Mariah May won that Owen Hart tournament, got a hold of that high heel shoe, and had timeless Tony Storm looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. Like she was just wearing that crimson mask. Blood was gushing out of her head. Like it was one of the most insane visuals I had ever seen from a women's program in my life. And it came out of nowhere. It completely shocked me. So Mariah May on Tony Storm, that's definitely my second favorite of all time. Um, but my all-time favorite, and I hate how this one kind of gets lost to the history a little bit. But Philly G, you remember the infamous date of 10-10-10?
I think so.
Good old TNA Bound for Glory, October 10th, 2010. In the main
Yes.
event, it was a triple threat between Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson, and Jeff Hardy for the world title.
Mhm.
And you got to remember, Jeff Hardy, and even to this day, he's like one of the most over wrestlers in the history of the sport. Like no matter what he does outside of wrestling, no matter all his trials and
He's
tribulations,
still given an
fans
opportunity.
love that dude. They go
Yeah.
crazy for him anytime they see him. So when you have somebody that's that beloved and that much of a baby face, it can be hard to turn him heel. Like when the Street Profits tried to turn heel a couple of months ago on SmackDown, and the crowd refused to boo him. So to have the balls to make a call like that and to turn Jeff Hardy of all people heel, and not only did you turn him heel, but it successfully worked too. Like the crowd legitimately booed him and hated him that night throughout his entire heel run. So I give credit to TNA and the writers because turning Jeff Hardy, the most legendary babyface of all time, successfully turning him heel, yeah, that's got to be the greatest heel turn of all time, man. What do you think, Philly G? What's your favorite heel turn ever?
Honestly, it's two, but it's the same person. Two times
Oh
it
Lord,
happened. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens turning on Sammy at
which
NXT.
time?
The first, I'm talking about the very first time. For those who don't know, before Sammy became a caveman, when he had the fresh cut, you know what I'm talking about, Mark. When he had the fresh
Yeah,
cut after being what was it? What was it? Unico?
El
No, it wasn't
Generico.
Unico. El Generico. There we go. Generic ass name. Anyway, but coming from there and going into NXT, we thought, hey, them losing whatever, they good. They gonna come back stronger. Nah, kid. KO turned on that man and power bombed him on the apron, and I remember being shocked watching that on PlayStation 3. And that was like, bro,
Not PS3.
that's yeah, PS3. The other time or the other person I could think of real quick, because KO's I'm gonna say three, but it's two of them by KO. But the second one is Tommaso Ciampa turning on Johnny
Yes,
Gargano at
yes.
Takeover. That I ain't gonna lie, like how you said, like we was talking about when Sensational Sherry turned on Macho and then his woman coming down to save him, right? How that was emotional. I, I'm not one to shed tears like that, but bro, I shed a tear because I was like, damn, DIY is like over. Like this is it. Like, bro, like Tommaso, man, fuck you, Tommaso, fuck you. I had so many emotions going through that, bro. Like I cried, guys. I cried for that. Shed my tears and stuff. But Johnny got him back. But I ended up loving Tommaso after that, honestly. But then the other time, uh, was KO turning on Chris Jericho when he gave him the list
Yeah,
of KO.
Festival of Friendship.
Yeah, I
That
remember that.
just when I thought Tommaso, Ciampa, and Johnny, messed me up, right? I at the time I wasn't really liking the combination of KO and Chris Jericho, but it was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna give it a chance. The one time I give it a chance, KO, and as much as I love you, Mark knows how much I love that man and how bad I wanted your T-shirt before WrestleMania. But let me tell you something, bro. You are a messed up individual, bro. I decided to give you one chance, be like, all right, I can get behind this, and this man just blows it up on the same damn night on Monday Night Raw. When Jericho did this with that list, I said, no, no, don't do it, don't do it. Back out of the plan. Smash that man through that glass, bro. Oh my goodness. Thinking about it now, I'm
Just made the
devastated.
list.
I'm
You just
still
made
devastated, bro.
the list.
Nah,
You just
he
made the
made that
list.
list, all right. He made that list, all right, but man, that messed me up, dog. Like so
Let me
bad,
tell you what messed. Let me
so
tell you what
bad.
messed me up, and I got for my stupid ass Wi-Fi. I was jacking up. I got three, bro, and again, I cannot go on one because it's just so many. First of all, I start from the top. I start from the bottom, man.
Mm.
It's three. I start from the bottom. Vince McMahon screwing Bret Hart at Survivor Series '97.
Oof.
That
Oh,
was that was That right there, again, a game changer. Let me tell you why. It changed professional wrestling. It created the character of Mr. McMahon. Okay. 2, it brought in the Attitude Era. It brought in the Attitude Era. That right there, that will be my third on the list. My second, it's a little oddballish a little bit in a way. But Mark, you got my third one, right?
What's up?
My third one is 3 of my heel turns. I said 1 when Vince McMahon screwed Bret Hart.
Yeah.
In Survivor Series '97.
No, that was real. I didn't know that was real.
But it created Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
And then created the Attitude Era. Okay. 2 on my list, Shawn Michaels super kicking Marty Jannetty.
I knew you was gonna mention
on Brutus the Barber's beefcake. Oh my God, bro. When that happened, I was like,
damn.
I was always a Rocker fan. I was always a Rockers fan. They was a little boring to me, but I was always I'm a Shawn Michaels guy.
And that's why Shawn left.
Exactly. But Shawn, see, that's another game changer because Shawn went on to be Intercontinental Champion. Shawn became Mr. WrestleMania. And of course, in Mania, Mania 12. Mania 12, he beat Bret Hart. He beat Bret Hart in an Iron Man match, Anaheim, California, WrestleMania. So, yeah, that right there. But my number 1, I don't know if anybody said it because, again, internet went crazy. Hulk Hogan, Bash at the Beach, 1996. That right there is the biggest heel turn ever. There's nothing that could touch that right there. That right there was the game changer, y'all. That right there put eyes on WCW's product. Hogan, who desperately needed a change, and he changed for the best at the right time. And man, he made wrestling cool. He did, bro. Again, I talked about Hogan in his babyface turn, Mania 18, back to babyface. But this right here, he made wrestling cool, bro. He brought it in. He brought wrestling cool. And when he changed, when he leg dropped Macho Man, bro, that was just all said and done. That is the biggest, to me, heel turn in professional history. A guy who's been known, as Mark said earlier, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that good stuff. Just been this baby face and making movies and always beating up the bad guy. Now he is the bad guy. Spray NWO on the heavyweight title, coming down playing it as a guitar, smoking a cigar. Come on, bro. You don't get more heel than that, man. Hogan? And Hogan wasn't even really, when he win matches, bro, it was all NWO interference all the time. Or Eric Bischoff changing the rules. Wrestling was cool. Everybody wanted to be part of the NWO. I know I did. I know you had D-Generation X. You had D-Generation X, bro.
Yeah, I think we were all part of D-Generation X.
Everybody was D-Generation X, but I'm telling you, man, everybody was NWO, bro. NWO, when Hogan came, I mean, he made professional wrestling cool. With Hall and Nash, too. Oh, my God. That was the biggest. That was the biggest to me. That was the biggest heel turn I've ever seen, and probably the biggest heel turn in professional wrestling history, bro. That's more healer than Flair, bro. And Flair was a heel. He was just a heel.
He was a heel.
He was a chicken shit heel. He was just sneaky. He was chicken shit heel. Chicken shit. But that right there.
I feel like if it would have happened in a company like WWE or like someplace that was getting more shine, I think Jeff turning heel would have outdone Hogan, man.
Who?
When
Jeff Hardy.
my favorite heel turn of all time is when TNA turned Jeff Hardy heel. And the reason why that's my favorite is because of how difficult it is to get audiences to boo somebody like Jeff Hardy. But I think that one kind of gets forgotten about because of TNA being a smaller promotion. But if that would have been in WWE or uh, someplace on a big stage, I don't know, but I think that might have challenged Hogan and Bash to the Beach for being like the greatest turn of all time. But definitely, I will admit, I will say that it's unquestionable that that particular heel turn that host mentioned quite literally might have had the biggest impact on the entire wrestling industry than any other heel turn ever did. So I will give credit where credit is due on that.
Okay. Right now in 2024, who is doing the best heel work right now that you guys think right now? Who is doing the best heel work right now?
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Okay. Mark.
This is gonna shock some people, especially Philly G, because of how much I hate this dude with a passion. But I gotta be honest with you. Hangman Adam Page as a
Yes.
ruthless,
Yes.
unhinged heel is pretty damn sick to watch, bro.
Cowboy shit.
He has that I don't care attitude of Stone Cold, but that he has this fiery, passionate, ruthless aggression about him that I don't think I've ever really seen from anybody in the history of wrestling. Like that dude is unhinged, bro. And I gotta admit, he's one of my favorite heels in the game right now. I gotta tip my caps on it.
Can I
That's a
say something
bad
real
dude.
quick? Can
Yes,
I say
sir.
something? So just like how he's trying to show me the light about Baker Mayfield, this is my Baker Mayfield. For me, this is my Baker Mayfield moment. He's finally seeing the light. Cowboy shit, baby. Let's go. Like I've been telling this man, listen, I've been telling this man that Hangman, like, bro, he's that guy. I think Mark hated him specifically because of the babyface role that he had. But since he has turned it on, I gotta agree with Mark. I love Bronson Reed and what he's doing, but I agree with Mark on that, dog. He is probably the best heel right now. And it's gonna lead him to the championship again, but he's gotta beat Jay White,
Yeah.
bro. He's gotta be Tony, if you're listening, man, look, you need to write that shit. Let me write it for you. Listen, man. We need him as the world champion as a heel. Hangman, keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna always be a fan. He already know I'm a fan. When we first went to AEW together, what did I have, Mark?
Yeah.
I had this was during what after a little bit after COVID, 2021, but people were still wearing masks. I still got those masks that say I'm here to do some cowboy shit. He's doing cowboy shit right now. I love it. Burning down Swerve's home house. No disrespect, Swerve. Man, since he did that and then for having this feud with Jay White, being aggressive, taking out the guns and stuff like that, bro, he is dominating the game right now as a heel. And I'm happy that my best friend in law is seeing the light. I'm so happy that he's seeing the light.
This is why I was scared to answer that question, boy.
It's like, wow. No, I'm embracing you. Don't take it. Don't take it like I'm not. I'm embracing you, son. I need you to stay on that train, bro, because bro, him with the mustache, I think it's better. Him with the full on mustache now, it's better for him, bro. And I'm sorry, hoes, I took some time, but
no,
I'm
you
just
fine,
saying,
brother.
bro.
You
I know
fine,
you don't
bro.
watch AEW like that,
No,
but
I
you
don't.
like, bro, you gotta watch AEW to see. And then I think the next heel is, you already know. I think the next
Yeah.
heel that's gonna happen.
I don't want to see them break up, but I think it might happen. But to translate for host, like to translate for him since he doesn't watch, take like the sadisticness of early 2003 2004 Kane, and when he first unmasked, like all the crazy shit he was doing to Shane and Linda McMahon.
You
Take
set JR
that,
on fire?
take that
Yes.
sadistic side of Kane, and then add it with the unhinged, unpredictability of Brian Pillman Sr. During his feud with Steve Austin. Combine those
The
two.
loose cannon?
Yeah, combine those two, and that's what you get with modern day Hangman, bro.
Hangman is tearing
No
it up,
exaggeration.
bro. None. Everything he said, everything Mark is saying right now, ladies and gentlemen, and hosts. He's on point with that. The
That's what's
shit
up.
that he's doing. I'm telling you, bro. This is a different Hangman. Putting
Damn.
needles in motherfuckers' mouths and shit. Hitting
Damn.
them with the
I did
chair.
see that shit. I did
Bro,
see that. I
bro.
Yeah,
did see that.
their
Hitting
Texas death match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that
I did see
chair
that.
shot. That chair shot is as real as you can get, buddy. That chair shot was ridiculous. I've never in my lifetime never seen a referee stop a steel cage match.
Damn.
But the crazy
I
shit is like he's actually justified in his actions for being a heel. That's the
yes,
crazy shit about it.
yes, he is justified. He's justified for sure. Because the stuff that happened to him when he was a babyface, now the stuff is coming down on the people that went after him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Feel bad for old Jeff Jarrett too, but at the same time, whew, hell have no fury,
Damn.
boy.
Trying to
Like a
tell you.
woman scorned, man.
Well,
Eh,
you guys in damn. Well, I mean, I was gonna say who's tearing it up for me personally is a heel is Drew McIntyre. Holy
yes,
hell. I mean,
Drew definitely gets a nod. I feel like this, especially the stuff that they did in that Hell in a Cell match with Punk.
yes, sir.
I genuinely feel like
he's
that was a
mm,
direct, like, kind of wink and a nod to the craziness that Hangman and Swerve were doing in their matches. I'm like
Yes.
not trying to be a hater, not trying to be like
Yeah, yeah, you good, brother. I get where you're
territorial, but
going.
like legitimately, it just feels like, yeah, Hangman, you can be incredibly violent, but do it still in a way that doesn't turn people's stomachs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
bro, ah,
funny
the
enough.
way Hangman going off, bro, that I'm not a fan, but like I'm a fan, bro.
Funny enough, his best friend, my wife, doesn't
Uh-huh.
really watch wrestling like that, but since she's been around me, and of course she's my wife now, I
Yeah,
watch something, she's gonna watch it.
yeah.
Funny enough, her one of her favorite characters is Drew McIntyre. One of her
Oh,
favorites is Drew.
me
Yes.
too, man. I like Drew,
No,
man.
no
Yo,
matter what
Drew,
he
Drew,
does, she
hmm?
likes him.
His promos is just so good, man. His promos is just so good.
Off the chain.
And it's all, and you can tell Triple H is allowing the heels and baby faces to really
Hmm.
come out there and be them. But more, you can see it more in Drew.
Yes.
Some people work more at, and you guys know from you guys watch wrestling for years now. You guys know that some people are just born to be heels. They're
Yeah,
just born to be healed. Triple H, for example. Triple H was a baby face at times
Mm.
when he was WWE champion, when he was feuding with Vladimir Kozlov. He was the baby face. He was
Oh
WWE
man,
champion.
Vladimir.
And so, but he was more of a heel when Eric Bischoff awarded him the World Heavyweight title.
uh,
And he was
Reign of
getting
Terror.
exactly, see what I'm saying? And he was getting away with those elimination chamber matches. He was getting through that. It was because evolution kept coming down and interfering. Triple H he's more of a bad guy. He even said it himself. He likes the bad guy role more, heel more than a baby face. It works out. John Cena would be a terrible heel. He'd be terrible. It
It's
ain't
easier to
him.
be a heel because fans get tired of the same BS.
That's absolutely.
It's harder to be a
Roman,
baby face because you got to figure out how to do stuff like Hulk Hogan. I mean, to cut you off,
there
Hunter,
you no,
but
you're fine. You're fine.
like Hulk Hogan, as we mentioned
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
that gimmick that he had about the vitamins and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The red and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, respect your parents and stuff like that, or whatever he was
Mm-hmm.
preaching.
Mm-hmm.
That eventually fizzled out. Early 90s, we're going into what I consider the bad guy era,
Yeah,
where he had to change his gimmick.
Yeah.
But then he goes and has a match with not just anybody, The Rock at WrestleMania,
There you
and he
go.
goes back into the gimmick. You can go back into a gimmick, but at the same time, if somebody gets tired of the same gimmick, you got to change it.
Let the
That's
fans
why
change
Dean
it.
Ambrose. That's why at the end of Dean Ambrose's run, he didn't work out because of the
Mm-hmm.
BS that they were giving him on the way out.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Gas
Bad booking.
mask,
Yeah, that was
really?
ridiculous. Yeah, they did Dean wrong on that. But the
oh
fans will turn you. The fans turned the Undertaker babyface when he first came. He was a
yeah,
heel, and the fans turned him. The fans turned Razor Ramon. They
Hmm.
turned him, bro. They turned Mr. Perfect. They turned him.
Speaking of Dean,
Mhm.
I know Mark mentioned Hangman, but Dean is another one. I'm sorry, let me not call him that. It's like calling Butch Pete Dunne. Anyway, John Moxley, he's doing some dark sadistic things that you
Yeah,
would see Brian Pillman doing as the loose cannon, putting bags over people's faces and suffocating them. What are we doing?
shit.
But that's a
He
heel
was
for
going
you.
crazy shit like that when he was a babyface too. Like remember
Yeah.
Yeah.
when
But
we
people,
watched
well, we were cheering it. Now we're looking at it
right.
like, yo, what is wrong with us? Like, why are we cheering this? Stop.
Yeah. We're
Like,
cheering
you're
that.
trying to
Yeah.
kill Daniel Bryan. And why would Daniel even? That's a different story. We're going to talk about that because I almost got riled up.
Host, can I
Yes.
ask you the reverse of that question?
Mm-mm.
What
Yes,
you
sir.
asked?
Yes, sir.
Who do you guys think is the worst heel in pro
Worst
wrestling
heel?
right now that needs to
That's a good question.
switch it up?
The
Like
worst heel.
currently now or who
Yeah.
was?
No, like currently now, like looking at the wrestling landscape right now, who do you think is like the worst heel in wrestling? Not
If I'm being honest
despised, but
with
like
y'all,
it
oh,
just ain't working as a bad guy.
Tiffany Stratton. And I
Hmm.
know that you guys are going to say something, but I, as much as I was criticizing the girl, now I'm just constantly being like, y'all gotta make her a baby face full on. I know she has the money in the bank, she's ready to be a baby face, but I think she's a terrible heel right now. I don't think it fits her. That's my personal opinion. Y'all might have something different, but I think Tiffany Stratton will work out better because she can connect with the fans as a baby face.
Hmm.
Is that
No,
make
no, no,
sense to
no. You
y'all?
no. You make perfect sense.
I
I
just
agree with
don't
you.
like her being a heel. She's not working for me. I think because they haven't done nothing yet and we know it's coming, but I just her and I aren't clicking for me.
Hmm.
It's not clicking for me. It's just not. It wouldn't happen in PCW. It just wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, so Mark, you said heel work right now. Who
who
is the
is like
worst?
doing the worst heel work in wrestling? Like you're trying, but it's not working. Like please do something else. Like that person who can't sing but still is like getting on the mic trying to sing.
Right
Like,
now, personally, I don't like Finn Balor as a heel.
mm,
I don't like it because it's like with Judgment Day, and I know he had Prince Devitt and whatever, and he was badass.
yeah,
But but it's like with Judgment Day, it's like
Just
he's just
dry.
watered down. Yeah, it's like yeah.
Yeah.
And they
okay,
didn't really do too much good with him as a babyface, you know. You had the demon, that was cool, but we've seen that every blue moon.
they
Nah,
ruined that.
yeah, and it just, I think it's Finn Balor, man. I like tweener Finn Balor, and I
Yes.
know Martin know what I'm about to say. When he was doing the 1916 in NXT, the
Yeah,
1916 finish, Triple
Hmm.
H booked him for that. But yeah, I think Finn Balor, man, like he just I like, but I do like. I don't like. Now I'm gonna reverse it back. I don't like Kevin Owens as a babyface. I don't
mhm.
like it. He fits more of a
He's a
heel.
tween.
Look at his
He's a
fucking
tweener to
promos,
me.
bro. Look at it. He was in a
Yeah,
promo in a car about Randy Orton. It's like now he got a promo. He's doing promo like he lost his mind. But I like that's Kevin Owens though. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jericho is a great heel. Not a good baby face. When he came back when he was in WWE, that Y2J Save Us thing or whatever against
yeah.
CM Punk, that was trash, bro. The list. He was a heel, but he was a comedic heel.
Stupid.
It was hidden, but not all that, bro. Jericho is better as a heel when he came out. I like Jericho when he was in a suit. And he came
Yeah,
out in the
when he
suit.
was talking all slow and shit, using
Yeah,
big
and
words.
with the
Yeah,
big words, exactly. When
yeah,
he was world champ, right?
yeah.
That
World
worked for
Intercontinental.
him, bro. That worked for him. Same way Shawn Michaels coming out back in the day with the mirror with Sensational Sherry, pretty boy. He had a match at SummerSlam 92 against Rick Martel. You couldn't hit each other in the face.
Yep.
Two heels. That was the first two heel pay-per-view match right there. Trivia.
Mm.
So
Uh,
Trivia.
but
But
I
yeah,
gotta
man,
say,
some things just work as a heel, man. Like some people work as a heel great. Some people work as a baby
I
face.
wanted to
Great.
add one person to that, one more
Yes, sir.
person to that. 'Cause I know Mark said now, but that's why I asked before in the
Okay.
past or now. He said now. But if I'm thinking like in the past, Biggie Langston. For those who don't know, Biggie.
Yeah. Yeah. Big E's better as a baby face.
3 Ain't Enough Man 95 could have went crazy if they didn't come up with a New Day gimmick.
Agree.
But I'm happy they kind of did because he would have got lost in the sauce as well. And they were trying to make him a heel, but that didn't.
No.
Nah, I just never seen him as a heel.
His personality too big, bro. His personality too big.
Yes.
John Cena would not be a good heel. He
I
would
think
not.
But we
It's
don't
not,
know that.
it's not him.
I
It's
just,
not
well,
him.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm sorry.
With
Yes, we do.
Host. I disagree with you on that.
John
The
Cena?
reason why I say Cena could be a good heel is because I feel like he could be a modern day version of what Kurt Angle was when he first came on the scene. Remember, Kurt was saying like intelligence, integrity, and all that good stuff, the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
And he was like the American hero and all that good stuff, but he was getting booed because he was so full of himself. And I think if Cena switches something like that, where he's still doing all the positivity and the rise above hate BS, but basically being like a hypocrite in the ring by taking it too far, but still trying to get cheers and be a babyface, I think that would work as a heel gimmick for him. But in my opinion, the person in wrestling right now who needs to just like switch it up and do something different because it's just not working as a heel, and it's the reason why I asked this question, is hot damn Mercedes Moné. It ain't working in AEW, bro. That
my
It ain't working,
God.
bro.
gimmick,
It ain't working.
she's getting no reaction.
Yeah, that
And
joint is
like
trash,
me and
bro.
Philly G were
I agree with y'all on that.
together during
Yeah.
All In London. Her match with Britt Baker was literally deemed the worst match of the night.
Britt Baker is fire. Britt Baker. I can't talk. I can't talk. Britt Baker she's a great heel, bro. Yeah. She's a great heel.
We're not talking about Britt. Britt did her job, but that match was terrible.
Yeah.
Because of Mercedes.
Mercedes can wrestle though. But outside of her feud with Willow Nightingale, who's like one of the best baby faces in the business right now, outside of her rivalry with Willow, it ain't working as a heel, man.
Because I would say that they're trying. Oh
no, the gimmick is too close to the ball Sasha Banks in WWE. It's too close to it. Nothing separates the two. You the boss in WWE, and now you coming out CEO. It's the same.
No, you gotta say it right. Though. CEO.
Yeah, that's the music is garbage.
Gimmick.
The music is
sounds like Gunther's. It sounds like Gunther's music.
That's her original song. Don't do that.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible, bro. Her WWE gimmick is way miles better and over. Because we know
I'd rather hear a whip and some lips with lipstick on it. Think y'all know what I'm talking about.
Bianca Belair's theme is off the chain. I like it.
But I just think personally, like the CEO, and this is where I agree with you, that gimmick is better built for the WWE because WWE is entertainment before wrestling.
They invested more in it, bro.
In AEW, bro, she can wrestle with the best of them. Like her ability is in the right place.
But that's why she's there.
But that character just ain't.
It ain't working.
Man.
It ain't working. Mark, the boss won WWE Women's Championships. The boss.
Oh my God! Please don't remind us.
Was killing it over in Takeover.
Every damn Monday Night Raw.
That's why the boss. Exactly. Her and Bailey. So first women tag team champs. Okay, so that gimmick, and then now you trying to mimic something else that's already up there in the upper echelon, and now you trying to mimic something else. Not people like.
But you look at Tony Khan. He grew up a big WWE fan. Everything that he's done, I won't say everything he's done. Most of the stuff that they do in AEW is kind of copying off of WWE. He's also bringing in, not quoting. CEO Mercedes Moné, also known as Sasha Banks. He's bringing in superstars that were in WWE. Look at Ricochet now. Look at Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate with Shelton Benjamin and MVP.
Yeah,
he's trying to build off of that.
Thankfully though, Philly G, it's not like how TNA was back in the day. And TNA was quite literally signing any and everybody from WWE. At least in AEW, like when people have come over, for the most part, they've gotten good runs in AEW, had good storylines, good pushes, good matches. So
look at Christian. Holy hell.
yeah, dude's been
Christian,
a heel
man.
for 2 years, and he's one of the best in the business. So we ain't
Holy
mentioned him
shit.
not one time tonight.
And I don't even think he's
Right,
really
word.
like that in real life. He's
Who,
not
Christian?
like
I
that at
doubt it.
all. Nah,
Who,
he's a nice
Christian's
person
great,
from what
bro.
I
He's
hear.
good on the mic. He's
Yeah.
good. He's
Well,
real good on the mic, boy. Holy hell.
That whole
He's
father
good.
gimmick thing, I
Killed him.
like it just kind of hits home for me. You know, I lost my dad when I was young. Not to get
But
dark,
that's
or anything,
I
but
think I'm not gonna shit on AEW, but I think that's the beauty of AEW because they go on their promos, they go to the extreme a little bit to make you believe like this is real. Like MJF, you know, like a guy like that. Like he really started to, start saying shit and all that. Like
yeah,
because it comes off as real. And he's frustrated and he's mad. And that's what a real person would say, right, Mark?
yeah, yeah. I since we mentioned it, I do want to say
yes, sir.
send well wishes and get well soon to Luchasaurus, man. Hope he's able to
yes,
make a full recovery. Not
Is he
only
hurt?
like, saying that in wrestling terms, I just want that man to be able to live a nice, long, comfortable life. So
I
Oh yeah,
believe he's
man.
fighting isn't he fighting a disease or something, Mark?
Oh
some
Jesus.
man. He
He's fighting something.
yeah, he had a
Oh
serious
jeez.
health episode not too long ago. So send well wishes to him. And also, now I'm thinking about it, one of the best heel tag teams in recent memory, ABC. Shout out Chris Bay, man. Thinking about you, and I hope you feel better soon, my man. You're one of the best in the world.
Damn.
Yes.
Child loses
Before we
I ain't
go,
really struggling with that.
it's
Yes,
been
sir.
on my mind, guys.
Yes,
We
sir.
talked about like the heels and stuff. I don't have a question. Just putting it out there as far as baby faces. Freaking Dolph Ziggler. Shout out to my boy Chris because he's a big Dolph Ziggler fan. Dolph Ziggler, when he cashed in for the world title, that's what turned him into a baby face.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I'm gonna go a step further with that. In that Survivor Series when he was on Team Cena,
Yeah.
he was the
a
sole
lone
survivor. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That really put him up there. Dolph Ziggler's a great wrestler, man.
But Philly G, do your fans a favor. Listen to your audience. You know what I'm about to say? Turn T-Mac heel for the love of God.
What fans are saying that? I told you, Mark. The fans have been chanting in PCW. You can't beat her. You can't beat her. She's on steroids.
Oh, you put the roids out there? Holy hell.
Nah, man. But
Yeah.
maybe. Who knows? I might have a plan for that. Babe doesn't know about it, but yeah.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
you a solid with the Anarchist. You do me a solid with T-Mac.
Oh man, he trying to get me riled up before the show go. I ain't got time for it. That Anarchist, man. She's I like the character. It's just man, what Mark did, bro, that pissed me off.
You know,
What can I say?
exactly, man. You know, man. For professional wrestling, man. Again, it's now WWE is finna get ready to plateau into Netflix now, so things are getting it's gonna be a little different.
14 for Raw.
Wrestling, the face of wrestling is getting ready to change. It's about to shift again on the hands of Triple H, right? But to go back in the real world with just us, I really wish that we get more fellas on this show, man. Because let me tell you something, ain't nothing like talking wrestling. Yeah. Like no matter if you are in the past wrestling fan or present wrestling fan or even future, whatever the case may be, it's all pro wrestling. It's all talk. It's all talk, man. I love it. I had a lot of friends, man. We just for hours. We should be on the phone, man. Back in the day, hours. Church. Me and my boy Luke in church. We used to be talking about wrestling. That's all we talk about. What if this? We used to book matches What about this? What about that? What about this? Blah blah
I
blah
remember
blah
those
blah,
days.
blah. I'm telling you, man, we should do it. We should book, man. What about this? What about that? Yo, if I put Flair against here and I put Flair, la 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 la. They used to argue like it was football, man. I'll tell you, wrestling, man. Wish we can get people back on the show about that, man. There's a lot of wrestling fans out there. I know y'all watching. Come on in here, man. But it was good talking wrestling with my brothers here. Man. I'll tell you, these are two. We're missing Rockstar Rock. Shout out to Rockstar Rock. He couldn't make it tonight. He let me know he couldn't make it tonight. We will see him Saturday. But we want to say congratulations to Rockstar Rock, man. He got a new career. Man. Yeah, man.
Very happy for him.
He called me. He was very excited. He said he couldn't make the show. And I said, don't worry about it, brother. Congratulations, man. So we had to set something up some other time as Mark had to put that title on the line. Maybe he could put it on the line against Philly G.
Another 0-7 match, huh?
It'd be funny if I kick your ass in the next one.
Hey, Philly G's the ultimate the ultimate underdog.
You listen to Kendrick Lamar or K-Dot? I love it when you count me out.
Count him out.
This ain't fantasy football, Philly G. Ain't gonna be miraculous Philadelphia.
It's real life.
Oh no.
And so whoever gets my belt for the NBA title real quick, cut a little promo on y'all. Just know Philly G's gonna be running wild on you, whoever it is, and I'm taking my title back, baby.
And those of you who want to challenge Mark to a wrestling trivia, man, you better eat your Wheaties. That guy knows. I'm telling you, that guy knows some wrestling now.
Hey, man. Somebody should have told Philly G to eat a bowl of Bootios for his trivia match in this meeting. They make sure you ain't booty, Philly G.
And they said that a long time. Oh well, of course they on the verge of splitting. Let's see. Why would you split the New Day?
Oh God, please don't open up that.
I'll leave that. Yeah, you're right. I'll leave that alone. I won't split that.
I'm just waiting for them to pull the trigger. We know it's coming. Yeah. Who is it going to be?
I know.
Between them and the Acclaimed, I don't know which one is going to hurt me more.
Xavier's going to cross.
I don't think it's going to be Xavier.
It might be Kofi.
I'm thinking outside of the box, bro. We worried about Xavier.
Been a heel.
Both of them.
If he gets pissed off enough.
Never been heel. But both of them need a reset button on their character because the New Day has got stale. So both of them need a reset.
Big E,
especially without Big E.
Freaking Odyssey Jones messed it up for him real bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they got nobody to fill that role as the muscle. So they need a reset. They need a reset, bro. So
you better call it the host. He'll take the job. He'll be the best heel manager since Jim Cornette and Bobby the Brain. Trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's a new day. Yes, it is.
You can't replace Big E. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't. Hell no.
You can't.
He didn't come back as a manager.
Hell no.
No? You don't think so?
Nah, he's too energetic.
Royal Rumble right around the corner. Yeah, you know.
Hey, Daniel Bryan could come back and Paige can come back.
Maybe we'll hear some Velveteen Dream.
Nah.
Maybe we'll hear some Velveteen Dream.
Bryan got Bryan Danielson better not pull a Ric Flair. If you get the perfect wrestling ending, do not come back. Respectfully, don't.
It wasn't perfect. Come back.
Nah, he
last
got the perfect
time.
Send off from Moxley, dog.
Nah. Yeah, he needs to go. He needs to chill out.
If you think that's the perfect send off, bro, you're disrespectful. You're trying to get me to rant. You're trying to get me to rant. No, get into the show. Look, subscribe, hit them thumbs up, hit them notifications. We love y'all. I know y'all love us. We are the Talk to Him Wrestling Podcast.
Philly G trying to get the hell out of here. I got you, Philly G.
He's trying to get me to rant. He's trying to get me to rant.
I'll do it like this then. That's our show for the day. As always, again, man, we thank you for dropping by, man. Thank you for dropping by tonight, watching another episode of Talk to and Wrestling, man. If you would please show these two guys. I'm talking about my man, Philly G and Young Mark, man. Hit that thumbs up for them. Hit that like button for them. We don't ask for no money. Just hit the like button for Philly G and Young Mark. And you can catch Philly G over at YouTube, man. PCW. That is Philly Championship Wrestling. Just type that in the search bar. And when you do, you're going to see Philly Championship Wrestling come up. Hit that subscribe button. And also with Young Mark, man, DCW Dynamic Championship Wrestling, all on YouTube. These guys are YouTube content creators, and they work their ass off. They work their ass off for it, man. So go over there and support those guys. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe, holler at them, comment, do whatever, man. Show them some love, goddammit. Show them some love. Show them some love, man. And also, man, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications, man, and all for notifications. And we hope that you enjoyed the show tonight. And if you are a fan of NFL, we invite you to come back Saturday. We will talk about the New York Jets. And we will give our opinion on the NFL having games on Thursday night. Interesting topic here. Interesting topic. And we will have that as well as the picks for week 12. So come on back Saturday at 1 p.m. The Real to Sports Talk Show live right here on YouTube. It's Thanksgiving coming up, man. So everybody around the world that's watching, remember, never fight mental health alone. Find somebody to talk to. You're not in this alone. And everybody around the world, man, please be safe and stay safe. And that, my friends, is an order.